Is it time to buy or sell Flywire stock? In this video, we will explore Flywire in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Friday, the 19th of September, 2025. And now we are here to offer you an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You do not want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and deep analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 16th of September, 2025, our system has ranked Flywire as a hold or accumulate, assigning it a score of 0.13. Now let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. The stock has experienced natural fluctuations, but currently reflects a loss of 1.72% since we initially recommended hold or accumulate. This results in an average daily loss of 0.43% since it was categorized as hold or accumulate. The stock is positioned within a broad and robust upward trend in the short term, indicating the likelihood of further increases within this trend. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of approximately 21% over the next 3 months, with possible returns ranging from 6.98% to 28.85%. In a longer-term view, our 12-month analysis projects a negative change of 43.53%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from negative 83.72% to negative 41.95% over the next year. In current terms, this would place the future price somewhere between $2.14 and $7.62. Our latest daily update for Flywire includes the headline, High Volatility in Flywire Corporation Stock Price on Friday, which ended trading at $13.12. The Flywire Corporation stock price fell by 3.24% on the last day, Friday, the 19th of September, 2025, from $13.56 to $13.12. During the last trading day, the stock fluctuated by 13.27%, ranging from a low of $12.06 to a high of $13.66. The price has risen in 6 of the last 10 days and is up by 1% over the past 2 weeks. Volume has increased on the last day by 3 million shares, although this occurred alongside falling prices. This may serve as an early warning, indicating a slight increase in risk over the next couple of days. In total, 4 million shares were bought and sold, amounting to approximately $54.76 million. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price reached was $23.40, while the lowest was $8.20. Currently, the price stands at 43.93%, or $10.28, below the 52-week high, and 77.15%, or $44.29, below the all-time high on October 14, 2021, when the price peaked at $57.41. Flywire is currently facing a wave of class action notices this week related to purchases made between the 28th of February 2024 and the 25th of February 2025. Investors have a lead plaintiff filing deadline set for the 23rd of September 2025. This surge in litigation activity creates an immediate legal overhang. Expect increased share price volatility, additional selling pressure from risk-averse shareholders, and a likely rise in option-implied volatility as traders account for uncertain outcomes. In the short term, the stock may decline based solely on headline risk, particularly if the company issues defensive statements, expands its disclosures, or faces analyst downgrades. Over the longer term, the impact will depend on the merit of the cases and their ultimate resolution. A significant settlement, judgment, or necessary accounting adjustments could dilute earnings, erode investor confidence, and potentially trigger governance changes or regulatory follow-ups, pressures that could affect valuation and growth strategies. Conversely, if the claims prove weak or are dismissed, the damage may be limited to temporary reputational harm. Investors should closely monitor any new filings, company disclosures, and legal developments in the coming weeks. Analyst ratings. On Tuesday, January 14, 2025, it was reported that Citigroup assigned FLYW a buy rating accompanied by a hold action. On Tuesday, January 14, 2025, it was reported that Seaport Global designated FLYW with a neutral rating and a downgrade action. On Friday, October 11, 2024, it was reported that Wells Fargo assigned FLYW an equal weight rating along with a downgrade action. On Wednesday, October 2, 2024, it was reported that Wells Fargo gave FLYW a buy rating with a hold action. On Wednesday, August 7, 2024, it was reported that Seaport Global assigned FLYW a buy rating with a hold action. Analysts have assigned Flywire stock a general neutral rating. They evaluate the price-to-earnings ratio as strong sell, while the price-to-book ratio is rated as buy. Regarding return on investment, the analysts also provide a neutral rating for the stock. The following signals have been identified for Flywire. The Flywire Corporation stock is currently generating a sell signal from the short-term moving average. However, there is a contrasting buy signal from the long-term average. Given that the short-term average is above the long-term average, there is an overall buy signal for the stock, which suggests a positive outlook. If the stock continues to rise, it will encounter resistance from the short-term moving average at approximately $13.39. Conversely, if there is a decline, the stock will find support from the long-term average at around $12.59. A breakout above the short-term average will trigger a buy signal, while a breakdown below the long-term average will trigger a sell signal. Additionally, some negative signals have been noted, which may impact short-term developments. A sell signal was issued from a pivot top point on Thursday, September 11, 2025, and thus far, the stock has fallen by 4.51%. Further declines are anticipated until a new bottom pivot is established. Furthermore, there is currently a sell signal from the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. Volume increased alongside falling prices yesterday, which may serve as an early warning indicating that the stock should be monitored more closely. Here are some additional signals that may pique your interest. The Moving Average Convergence Divergence indicates a sell signal. Pivots showed a sell signal 7 days ago. Bollinger Bands provided a buy signal 7 days ago. The short-term moving average signaled a sell 2 days ago. The long-term moving average indicated a buy signal 33 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages suggested a buy signal 29 days ago. When examining the 12-month chart, we observe the short moving average indicated a sell signal 2 days ago. The long-term moving average provided a buy signal 33 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages signaled a buy 54 days ago. For more signals, remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for Flywire. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $12.12 and $11.79. There is a natural risk involved when a stock is testing a support level, as breaking this level may lead the stock to fall to the next support level. In this case, Flywire Corporation finds support just below today's level at $12.12. If this is broken, the next support from accumulated volume will be at $11.79 and $11.14. This stock is typically traded at a good volume, and with minor daily changes, the risk is considered to be low. During the last day, the stock moved $1.60, which is 13.27% between its high and low. For the last week, the stock has had a daily average volatility of 5.96%. Before we dive into the possible good trading levels for Flywire, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, the price-to-earnings ratio, or PE ratio. This crucial ratio measures a company's current share price relative to its per-share earnings. This extremely high PE ratio suggests that the stock could be overvalued. However, it's not uncommon for technology companies, or those with substantial market potential, to have such high ratios. In other news, the next earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is expected on the 6th of November 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates are at 19 cents. Keep an eye on these numbers, as they can greatly impact stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Flywire. In case of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Flywire is at $13.23. if you do not own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be breached before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could be a level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, Flywire encounters its first support level at $12.12. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Flywire from multiple analyst sources is neutral. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 8th of September 2025, Peter Butterfield executed an insider sale of 9,563 shares of voting common stock. On the 2nd of September 2025, Rob Orgel executed an insider sale of 14,332 shares of voting common stock. On the 2nd of September 2025, Peter Butterfield executed another insider sale of 3,081 shares of voting common stock. On the 2nd of September 2025, Cosmin Pittagoy executed an insider sale of 13,340 shares of voting common stock. On the 2nd of September 2025, Michael Massaro executed an insider sale of 26,514 shares of voting common stock. Analyzing the 100 most recent insider trades, we find that insider power is positive, with a ratio of approximately 40.506. In total, insiders acquired 3,820,586 shares and sold 1,993,278 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $12.56, representing a decline of 4.28%. This stock exhibits low daily fluctuations, which contributes to a lower level of risk. Additionally, there is a sell signal generated from a pivot top identified 6 days ago. Is Flywire stock a good buy? Flywire Corporation exhibits several negative signals, suggesting it might be a candidate for selling. However, considering the potential for a turnaround, it could also be viewed as a hold or accumulate position at this time, pending further developments. Due to minor weaknesses in the technical outlook, we have adjusted our analysis for this stock from a buy recommendation to a hold. After reviewing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our analysis indicates that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Monday, the 22nd of September, we anticipate Flywire will open lower by approximately 17 cents, starting at $12.95. It is important to remember that trading carries a significant risk of financial loss. We strongly recommend consulting with a financial advisor before making any decisions to buy or sell securities. Your investment choices should not solely rely on the information provided by StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment decisions. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? We invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for this stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With warm regards from all of us here at StockInvest.